I want to start off by thanking Dykes Lumber for hosting us this morning. We appreciate their courtesy to be able to make our case here. And I want to thank Joe Messina, who is part of an accounting firm in Bloomfield. We'll talk a little bit about the challenges for his business as it relates to gas prices, and Mike Horak, who is with Academy Buses and clearly can tell you the challenge for that business with high gas prices as well in terms of hurting local businesses. You know, America runs on oil, and it's unfortunate, but it's become a big part of our daily lives, and we have come to accept it, forgetting how illogical it is. We depend on a commodity that is finite, hurts our environment, and is held hostage to market speculation and fluctuation. But one thing we definitely don't forget throughout this whole process is gas prices. And Freeholder Romano, who's here with me from the county, understands what it means for county and municipal budgets as well. And how can we, when gas prices are hovering around $3.60 a gallon for regular? Now, I don't need to tell anyone here that gas prices are too high. You know it. Your spouse knows it. Everyone who has a family to support or bills to pay know it. And businesses know it as well. High gas prices hit every American hard, and they're topics of conversation at kitchen tables across our state and across the country. Working families are having to choose between filling up their tank or paying for those extracurricular activities for their kids. They're having to cut back on enjoying a weekend treat to a movie with their family in order to top off the tank for the following week. The average cost here in New Jersey is about $3.60 a gallon according to AAA, and that's up 45 cents since January 1st. And experts say the worst is yet to come. By summer we could be seeing more than $4 a gallon, and some say even higher. Commutes and errands are bad enough on gas, but imagine how hard this is hurting the country's local businesses as the price of gas as well as diesel skyrockets, diesel to already more than $4 a gallon. Higher diesel costs means higher costs for shipping, for trucking, for building, for hauling, and delivering goods to consumers, including agricultural goods. So when it costs more to make and ship, it costs more to buy. And all the while, big oil is raking in record profits. But even saying big isn't quite the right word. It's really enormous. It's rather outlandish. Last year, the big five oil companies brought home $137 billion in profits. Not proceeds. Profits. Hard to imagine. And I don't think I'm the only one having trouble phantoming what $137 billion means. And what about the mom who's always on the go with work, kids to take to soccer games, and grocery shopping to do? I bet she wouldn't mind paying a little less at the pump, and I bet she's pretty mad about Big Oil's ludicrous profits. For every penny that gas prices go up, Big Oil makes more than $800 million per year for every penny that gas prices go up. But people are hurting, and we have to do a lot more. For starters, it seems to me if we drill it in America, we should keep it in America. And recently it came to my knowledge that every day America exports more than 3 million barrels a day, mostly in the form of refined petroleum products, equal to approximately 30% of U.S. crude oil and other liquid fuel production. That includes 73 million gallons of diesel and gasoline that we export for vehicles abroad every day. 73 million gallons of diesel and gasoline that we export abroad for vehicles every day. Now, for the first time since 1949, the United States is actually exporting more oil products than we import. what if we kept more of that fuel right here in America? And that's what my legislation would do. It would require that all oil drilled in federal lands or waters and refined products such as diesel and gasoline derived from that oil stays here in the United States. I believe if we are bearing the risk of opening our public lands to drilling, then the very least that should happen is that we should be the ones enjoying the benefits of that oil. We have a right to do what we want with oil produced on federal land and waters, and I don't think it's in the national interest of the United States to send the fuel derived from the oil produced here in America abroad at a time that prices are so high. Instead, we should keep that fuel here, increase our supplies, and help drive down prices. It's very simple. If you have demand and your supply is greater, then you're going to drive down prices. So it's unimaginable to me that President Obama has given more drilling permits than in the last 10 years. We're creating more oil than we ever have. And then what do? We take millions of those barrels and we export it abroad. Now, I know some companies are going to say, well, it's a world market and we'll get better prices abroad. Well, guess what? You don't have to drill in federal lands and waters. That's the land of the United States of America. It's the land of every American citizen. You want to drill in federal lands and waters? Then you're going to keep that product here in America.